Hi, I'm Ed Schwem from Team Admin B at the Lear. We're going to present to you our module for the Sitecore Hackathon, the DataVizPak. This is a module for Sitecore Experience Accelerator, or SXA. We like SXA a lot. We love the different features it offers content authors to create new sites quickly and responsive sites that they can model very quickly, moving things around, components around. One aspect we noticed they didn't have is any sort of data visualization for data sets that authors might have outside of Sitecore. So we built a series of components that we're calling the DataVizPak or Data Visualization Package. These components are responsive and they fit right into the existing Sitecore splitters that are available for Sitecore Experience Accelerator. With that, hand it off to Dan to talk about the technology behind the DataVizPak.
Hi, this is Dan. This is my fourth Sitecore Hackathon. Our 20 minutes left to go. I'm just going to show you a little bit of some of what we were able to accomplish as far as SXA integration and a couple of the tricks to make it happen. So if you go up and if you can zoom in onto our content tree, you'll see I've created a bunch of sites here. And one thing that's kind of nice to notice is that we have this new data visualization location in the data folder that is created automatically when you've installed the package and you create a site. And there's a lot of integrations like that where, for instance, if you go to open up something in Experience Editor, you will see in a second as this loads, we may have to edit out for Experience Editor. No, that worked pretty quickly. You'll see a new data visualization section, and we have the three that we've built, and this is based on top of the D3JS library. And I'm just going to go back to the content editor and just show you the key thing to make that happen. There are a number of things you need to set up, but the key thing that wires that up so that it automatically appears when you create the site is this available, these available data visualizations branch template where you can list these here. So if you look at the content that we've created into this package, you can see how it can serve as a model for creating additional components for SXA. And that's what I got.
All right.
My name is Nicole Durand, and what I'm going to be showing you is our somewhat finished product. So if you can zoom in here, as Dan mentioned, we created 3 modules. The first one is a histogram. This particular instance is actually pulling data externally from this Data NY.gov site. This module is, as Ed mentioned, fully responsive along with SXA, so that as you go down to mobile and scroll up, that moves along with it. The second module that we created is a scatter plot. This particular one is pulling data that was actually uploaded as a CSV within the media library in Sitecore. And as you hover over, you can see more information on the data points. The third module that we created, we called Sunburst, which is this module here. This is pulling in from JSON, and as you hover over, again, you're going to see the name of the item as well as the score or size associated with it in the JSON. And here, as you click on different areas, the visualization will adjust with that as the center. And then you can click in the center to zoom back out. So really quickly, just going to show you within the admin how some of this stuff is configured. Let's go with the Sunburst page. So we can open this up in Experience Editor. And this is currently within just the main body, but it can be dropped into any of the splitters. Most of the information here is pulled from the data source, including the actual location of the data that this is modeling, as well as some configuration around what fields to pull in from the JSON for the display as you hover over items. So as you come in here, we can look at the related item. And this one is pretty simple. We're, again, loading this JSON locally, but you could load this from an external source as long as they allow you to. The other thing that we're configuring here is the name of the attribute to use for the value to determine how big of the section should be for that particular term. So if this were pointed to something that didn't exist in the data set, if we save this, you can see that now it really doesn't know what to render because that value doesn't exist. Another example on the scatter plot, we open that up. The reason this data is like this is because there's one outlier over here that's pulling everything out. But some of the items, that you can control here are, again, the data. Again, we need to know the name. This particular data is a CSV, so the name of that column to use. And finally, the histogram. Here you can see a little better how this is inside a vertical splitter. So here we're pulling from an external source. You can actually control here the x-axis of what you want to control, of what you want to view. You can also control the time period that the histogram pulls. So right now we have this set to week, but say we wanted to see this data on a monthly basis. All you'd have to do is save that and the visualization re-renders the same data over a monthly basis. So those are the 3 modules that we've created. Thanks.
Just want to add this one thing. We have opened the repo, so if you wanted to look at the code we've produced, it is available on GitHub at valier/admin-b. And thank you for your interest. And if you didn't participate in the hackathon, you really should next year because it is an amazing 24 hours. And thanks to my 2 teammates who've been awesome.
Thanks everybody.
Dan. Thanks.
Bye.